Musicians are like highly skilled athletes. They all perform repetitive movements that stretch the body beyond its basic design. When we play ball or violin or trombone, our muscles, tendons, and ligaments must work along a restricted path to perform the required movements. The more we repeat these movements over an extended period, the more the body breaks down. Our muscles are designed to do one thing well: contract. This is their prime directive, and we ask them to contract all day. They move us about our daily lives from walking to eating. All musicians have felt the tightness and fatigue of playing for extended hours. Over time, this tightness and fatigue leads to pain and, for up to 70% of professional musicians, inability to play at some point in their career. Whether it's in the high school orchestra or in the halls of the conservatory, overuse is a fact of life. Since the mid-1980s, David Shulman has been actively treating musicians. He evaluates their posture, examines individual muscles used in performance, and relieves spasm, tendinitis, and pain.
One of the most critical things in my practice is to educate the musician, to help them understand where the problems can be, why they're happening by their overuse during play, and how to find the exact areas that are of discomfort, that are injured, and repair them and allow them to go on to play for the next 20, 30 years. It's crucial for me to help the musician understand the warning signs of repetitive injury before it gets to the point where it becomes chronic and affects their play and prevents them from playing totally.
And the fact that he's not only a therapist but also a musician himself and treats and has been treating musicians for years makes it much easier for him to pinpoint exactly where the problems are and how to solve them.
One of the best things about David is that I can come in and I can get the hands-on therapy instead of just learning exercises. That I come in and he massages me and tells me what's wrong, what I need to fix, and why it's wrong while touching each of the parts like my jaw and my shoulders and my neck and making everything feel better while just learning about it at the same time.
What I find most important in David's work is his ability to ferret out what the problem is. He's a great detective. And over time, with each problem, he's been able to identify where the stressors are and how to alleviate them through practice or through whatever activity I can do that helps.
David Shulman has designed a presentation that delivers this same clinical education to schools and performing groups that want their musicians to stay healthy and remain playing for the long term.
For the hands-on portion, I ask students or teachers in the audience who have problems to come up, bring their instrument. I will watch them play, move around them, look at different positions and find out where I feel there are biomechanical abnormalities, where their posture is poor.
Does it take, and how about yours? It's relaxed.
I'll give you 10 minutes to stop.
Okay, so what does it take? Does it take her strong will to tell herself, I don't want to be tense?
No, it's not will. I wish it were will.
So
it's not. She has been doing this for so. How old were you when you began?
4.
Oh, that was close. I said 5. And after I work on them for a few minutes, I'll ask the student to again begin to play and see if there's any difference at all. And I will work with them trying to improve posture as they're playing and see if we can see any difference in how their play improves. I've gotten this muscle to relax. And I've gotten the blood supply to it. I've broken it up, not by, oh, get that evil out, you know, deep tissue massages and all that stuff, which again is something else I don't like at all, deep tissue massage. You're beating up an already beat up muscle. You need to have it gentle, you know, easy.
It doesn't hurt as much.
Right, it doesn't hurt as much.
I think what's most helpful for students is not only identifying what's wrong with students that have pain now, but also preventing pain in the future and keeping on a solid track to keeping pain-free and keeping solid improvement in their performance.
I think that if you have a problem, you can't just ignore it. What I was doing for a while is I was like, oh, my jaw hurts, it's usual, whatever. I'm ignoring it, and I kept on ignoring it, and one day it just clicked in that it was so bad I needed to go get it fixed. And you can't ignore problems. You can't let it get to you because it'll just push you backwards.
an idea that's sparked in those master classes can lead one to completely change what they do in the future. From then on, it can be like an epiphany. Even one point in time, given the right information, people can make incredible changes.
The presentation can be customized to fit the needs of your school or performing group. For more information or to schedule a presentation, call 410-296-9311.
As a former professional musician and treater of musicians, both professionals and students, I know that with quality understanding, care, and treatment, that these musicians can go on to live a full, pain-free life, making wonderful music for themselves and for others.